You did everything right. You worked harder. You stayed faithful. You showed up every single day. And yet, someone else got the promotion. Someone else got the breakthrough. Someone else is living the life you prayed for. And now, there's this quiet ache in your chest, this whisper that says it's not fair, that maybe God forgot about you. But what if that feeling isn't just a struggle? What if it's actually a signal? What if God is removing something from your life that you didn't even realize was destroying you? By the end of this video, you'll understand why this season feels painful and why it's actually protecting your future. Because here's what most people don't understand. Envy doesn't announce itself. It creeps in quietly. It disguises itself as ambition, as motivation, as wanting what you deserve. But underneath, it's poisoning your peace. It's distorting how you see yourself. It's making you measure your worth by someone else's timeline. And God, in His mercy, is pulling that poison out, not because He's punishing you, but because He's protecting you. Stay with me, because once you see what God is really doing, you won't look at your life the same way again. You're tired, not just physically tired. You're emotionally exhausted from watching everyone else win while you're still waiting. You scroll through social media and see people celebrating promotions, relationships, breakthroughs, people who didn't work as hard, people who didn't sacrifice as much. And every post feels like a reminder that you're falling behind. And it's not just online, it's at work, it's in your friend group, it's at family gatherings. Everyone's moving forward except you, and the worst part? You can't even talk about it. Because if you do, you'll sound bitter, so you smile. You congratulate them, and inside, you're quietly breaking. If this feels like your life right now, just type "I feel this" in the comments. You're not alone. This is the cost of comparison. It robs you of joy. It steals your gratitude. It makes you resent the very people you're supposed to celebrate. You start questioning God. You start doubting your purpose. You start wondering if maybe God loves them more than He loves you. Be honest. When was the last time you truly felt at peace watching someone else win? That thought, that lie, is exactly what God is fighting to remove from your life. Because envy isn't just about wanting what someone else has. It's about believing that their blessing somehow diminishes yours, that their success means your failure, that God only has so much favor to go around, and if He gave it to them, there's less for you. But that's not how God works. That's not how His kingdom operates. Let me say this clearly. There's a story that changes everything. Even if you're not religious, this story explains exactly what's happening in your life right now. It's about a man named John the Baptist. He was powerful, he was respected, he had followers, he was changing lives. And then Jesus showed up. And suddenly, the crowds that used to come to John started going to Jesus instead. His own disciples left him. Everything he built was being redirected to someone else. And his disciples came to him, frustrated, confused, probably offended on his behalf. They said, "Rabbi, that man who was with you, look, he is baptizing and everyone is going to him." And here's where it gets uncomfortable. John could have responded with bitterness, he could have felt threatened, but instead, he said something that reveals a truth most people never learn. He said, "A person can receive only what is given them from heaven. The bride belongs to the bridegroom. The friend who attends the bridegroom waits and listens for him and is full of joy when he hears the bridegroom's voice. That joy is mine, and it is now complete. He must become greater, I must become less." Do you hear that? John understood something most people spend their whole lives fighting. He understood that nothing he had was his to keep. It was all given by God, and if God chose to redirect that favor to someone else, it wasn't an injustice. It was the plan all along. John's joy wasn't tied to his position. It wasn't tied to being seen. It was tied to fulfilling the purpose God gave him, even if that purpose was to decrease so someone else could increase. This is where most people get stuck. We've been taught that success means being seen, that purpose means being celebrated, But that's not biblical. That's cultural. That's ego. And God knows that as long as your joy is tied to applause, you'll never be free. As long as your peace depends on being better than someone else, you'll never rest. So God starts removing things, not to hurt you, but to free you. He removes the people who made you feel like you had to compete. He removes the environments where comparison was the currency. He removes the validation you were chasing, the recognition you were craving. And it feels like loss, like rejection. But what he's really doing is breaking the false foundation you built your identity on. Most people never realize this. Let's go deeper. God is removing envy from your life, and it's showing up in 3 specific ways. First, God removes the people and environments that fuel comparison. You've probably noticed it. The friend who always made you feel less than. The coworker whose success triggered something in you. The family member whose life seemed perfect while yours felt broken. They're not around as much anymore. Maybe the relationship faded, maybe the environment shifted, and it felt like loneliness, like God was isolating you. But what if he wasn't isolating you? What if he was insulating you, protecting you from a toxic cycle you couldn't see? Comparison is a trap. Most people don't realize they're in it until they're out of it. It starts small. A passing thought, but it grows. It becomes a lens you see everything through. You stop celebrating your wins because they don't measure up. You stop being grateful for what you have because it's not what they have. And before you know it, you're living someone else's life in your mind while missing your own in real time. God sees that, and he loves you too much to let you stay there. So he removes you, not because you're failing, but because he's repositioning you. He's pulling you out of environments where your worth was determined by comparison and placing you in seasons where your identity has to come from him alone. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it feels like exile. But it's not punishment. It's preparation. Because where he's taking you, you can't go if you're still carrying the weight of needing to be better than someone else. Second, God silences the external validation you were depending on. This one hurts. For so long, you've been measuring your progress by what people say, by who notices, by who acknowledges your effort. And now, you're working just as hard, maybe harder, and no one's saying anything. No recognition, no praise, no confirmation that you're on the right path. And it's making you question everything. But here's what God is teaching you. Your value doesn't come from being seen. It comes from being obedient. Your purpose isn't validated by applause. It's validated by alignment with what he called you to do. And as long as you need people to tell you you're doing well, you'll be controlled by their opinions. You'll adjust your path based on their reactions. You'll compromise your calling to fit their expectations. God knows that's a prison, so he's breaking you free, not by giving you more validation, but by teaching you to work in silence, to trust in the unseen, to find your joy in the process, not the praise. This is where spiritual maturity happens, in the hidden season, in the quiet work, in the moments when no one's watching, and you do it anyway, because you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for him. That shift, that transformation from needing applause to finding peace in purpose, that's what God is building in you right now. If this is hitting close to home, listen carefully. Third, God is breaking your ego. And this is the hardest one. Because ego doesn't feel like ego when it's yours. It feels like confidence, like ambition, like knowing your worth. But underneath, it's control. It's the belief that you're the one driving your life, that your success depends on your effort. And as long as that belief is there, you'll always be in competition. Because if you're the one making it happen, then someone else making it happen faster means you're losing. But God is dismantling that lie. He's showing you that everything you have, everything you are, everything you'll become, it's all grace, it's all gift, it's all given from heaven. And the person next to you receiving their blessing doesn't mean there's less for you. It means God is faithful. It means he keeps his promises. It means what he started in you, he'll finish. Not on their timeline, on yours. And here's the freedom in that. When you stop believing that you're in control, you stop feeling threatened by someone else's success. When you stop thinking your worth is tied to your performance, you stop measuring yourself against them. When you stop needing to be the best, you finally have space to become who God actually called you to be. Not a better version of someone else, but the fullest expression of you. So what does this mean for you? Right now, in this season, where you're tired of watching everyone else win, let me tell you what he's doing. He's not delaying you. He's positioning you. He's not withholding from you. He's preparing you. He's not punishing you. He's protecting you. Because where you're going, envy can't follow. The blessing he's preparing for you requires a version of you that doesn't need to compete, that doesn't need to compare, that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. And he's removing everything in your life that's keeping you from becoming that person. So stop looking at what they have. Stop measuring your progress by their timeline. Stop believing that their yes means your no. Because God's favor isn't a competition. His blessings aren't limited. His love isn't divided. What he has for you is for you, and no one can take it, no one can block it. The only thing that can delay it is you holding on to the very thing he's trying to remove. The comparison, the bitterness, the need to be seen. Let it go. And here's what happens when you do. When you stop needing to be better than someone else, you finally have energy to become better than you were yesterday. When you stop resenting their success, you create space to celebrate your own. When you stop believing God is withholding, you start seeing all the ways he's been providing. The hidden blessings, the quiet miracles, the invisible growth. It was always there. You were just too focused on what they had to notice what you've been given. Letting go of envy feels like letting go of the only thing pushing you forward, but it's not. It's letting go of the thing holding you back. Because ambition rooted in comparison is exhausting, it's unsustainable. But purpose rooted in God's call, that's peace, that's clarity, that's freedom. And that's what he's offering you right now. Stay until the end, because this last part is what makes everything else make sense. You're not losing, you're being freed. You're not falling behind, you're being redirected. You're not forgotten, you're being refined. And when this season is over, when God has removed every ounce of envy from your heart, you'll look back and see it. You'll see that this wasn't punishment, it was mercy. This wasn't rejection, it was preparation. This wasn't God forgetting you. It was God protecting you from becoming someone you were never meant to be. So if this message found you today, if you felt every word, I want you to do something. In the comments, just type, "I'm letting go." That's it. Because sometimes we need to speak it out loud to make it real. So type it, "I'm letting go," and watch what God does next. And if you found value in this, hit that subscribe button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because there's someone in your life right now carrying this same weight. And this might be the word that sets them free. May God bless you, keep you, and remind you every single day that his plans for you are good, that his timing is perfect, and that what he has for you, no one can take. You're not in competition, you're in covenant, and that changes everything.